Welcome back to the Kane and Day Show. I am your host, Kane. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Killing Kane, and streams have returned. We streamed all weekend, some COD and Rocket League. So I'm gonna kick it over to my co-host here. He'll introduce himself, and we'll get into Saturday, March 11th, USA Baseball versus Great Britain.
Yeah, my name is Day. You can find me on Twitter at RealDayGaming1, and follow the show on Twitter, the Kane and Day Show.
Do it, guys. It's gonna be poppin' with baseball season, and you just wait till the trade deadline this year. We are going to be throwing everything at the wall this year.
I hope so.
Oh, I did last year. It was great. Being a part of that was one of my best times as somebody doing a podcast, because
it's wild.
Yeah. But that'll be for a later date. But today, we just want to break down last night's game. USA versus Great Britain. As I've said time and time again, the offensive power on this team is fantastic. But the downside is going to be our pitching staff. Last night, game 1 of the bracket for them.
The first inning.
Well, you throw Adam Wainwright out there to lead the troops. I didn't like that. I just don't think Waino's that good anymore.
I mean, we've seen the roster.
It's not good.
Nick Martinez is the opener today.
Yeah, it's not good.
And he did the same thing Wainwright did. So
right, and Trace Thompson is playing for the Great Britain team. Led the
to
game
be fair,
off.
I'm not knocking Trace either. He finished the season last year fantastic for that Dodger team. So
yeah, I mean,
I'm not knocking it. I'm knocking the overall Great Britain
He's
team.
a great role player, and I think they can revolve this whole team around him. Because he is a great player. And he hit a tank last night. I believe it was 391. Yeah, to left center.
It was crushed. I knew it right off the bat.
Then Worley held them scoreless through 3, which was...
Well, to be fair, I think that's because he was topping out at 89.
He pitched 2 in 2/3 innings, struck out 1, walked 3. Wasn't a great outing for him, really. But that's what happens when you don't pitch in the major leagues since, I think, 5 years ago?
It was 18. I think it was 18.
And so then it started coming in bunches. Nolan Arenado had a fantastic game. I think outside of Trout, he is going to be the team MVP.
That or if Schwarber just keeps hitting home runs.
He was 3 for 5 on the day.
Yeah, he roped that double down the line, if I remember.
Reached on an infield single. I mean, that dude, his infield single that he beat out yesterday.
I was driving home.
He, the hitters on this Team USA team want it so bad. So
bad. It's fun. Well, none of them got to play in the Olympics on that team because they didn't miss time.
Right.
This is their chance to play for the country.
Exactly.
They don't get to play for the Summer Olympics.
Not good. Mike Trout went over. Don't love to see that, but it's Mike Trout. He can always hit out of it. But yeah, this team is really good. I mean, Arenado double to left, Goldie scores. Tucker single to center. Arenado scored. Turner second.
That ball was hit so hard it knuckled.
One of the things
through the shortstop.
Oh yeah.
He whiffed it. He straight whiffed that ball. That should have been an out.
Yeah. And then Schwarber came up. One of my favorite things about this home run was that a fan was going like, "Oh yeah, hit a Schwarber, let's go!" And then he just cracks it. Man.
Yeah, that ball was crushed. It was funny because the announcers were talking about him putting one in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, I guess just hit it over the pool.
Yeah.
That was great.
Then Arenado hit another double, and
Great game.
Goldschmidt scored again. Like, having Goldschmidt, then Arenado, is the most lethal punch because they do it every day.
Well, yeah, it's just, I mean, top to bottom, 1 through 9, they can score. I have the utmost confidence that they can score at will whenever they want.
Yeah, and so
But
being pitching,
how was the second run given up?
Seymour grounded out to third, and a guy scored on that, which is weird. If you hit a ground out to third and score, that's ballsy. You know what I mean?
Depends where Nolan was playing.
Right.
I definitely fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie.
But let's look at the pitching side. Adam Wainwright went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, a walk, and 4 Ks. I don't know who Jay Adam is.
Jason, he's on the Rays.
Oh,
LOL.
that's your guy.
Feels bad.
At
least he was last year.
1 inning of work. Kyle Freeland went 3 innings, struck out 3, and then Bednar came out and struck out 3 as well. I think our relievers are really good.
I mean, Bednar's, he was an all-star last year.
I mean, Freeland's not bad either. When you look at
no,
the
but he
scheme.
cannot come back for a day.
Right.
Right? He has to miss it 1 day.
I think so.
I'm trying to remember the pitch count. It's like 20, more than 20, it's a day. And I know more than 45, it's 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So Wainwright's done for a while.
Right.
I do like this pitch cap, though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of not for the United States because they're pitching scary.
You know, I want a Team USA hat. Really,
I've been wanting one for years.
They look dope.
They're incredible. It's probably one of the best hats. At least for me, I am biased.
Well, yeah.
If they had a Poland hat, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Bro, and then it's like, Puerto Rico, I'd get their hat because that's cool.
The R one before that, but that's just me.
But this team really, if they want to stay in games, like, I think they can not out-hit everybody.
Oh, I think they can.
I don't think they can out-hit Japan.
Well, that's because they're going to throw you Shohei, Yu Darvish, Roki. I don't want to.
It's the rookie. It's the rookie.
Roki. He threw 2 games ago, and the guy who threw last night, if there was no pitch cap, I swear he would have thrown a perfect game or a no hitter.
Yeah,
he was electric. That guy was throwing 95, and I thought it was 102 on camera. It was on TV.
I just think like.
Yeah, they're pitching scary.
I'm gonna say it like Shohei is one of the best hitters in the world.
Well, 448 and almost hit his own billboard this morning. Man, that was crazy. Yes, I was a psychopath and was up.
I believe it. But this USA team really has to, here's your guys. Here's the guys that are their starters, right? Jeff McNeil. You need to be your average guy. You're the
that's what he was last
guy.
year. That's what he was last year with the Mets. He hit what, 3 something?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he went 0 for, which I get
That's
it.
all right.
You're finally facing like real talent, not just spring training talent. As you capped on, Kyle Schwarber really, really needs to just keep mashing home runs.
Even though he's not starting tonight, but that's not the point.
I mean, it's pitch hit.
They have a lefty on the mound.
Yeah, you're not gonna throw him in there against a lefty unless you do that during the season. You do it. You platoon guys in this to get everybody. So, they might have gave Goldie the night off and Pete Alonso start at first. Something like that. Mike Trout needs to be the leader of this team and come out swinging out the gates. It is tough because, you expect these guys on this roster to start the season fantastic.
If they make a run to the final, yeah, that's 7 full games. of real meaningful baseball.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it might hurt them too. They might come into it with a little bit too much of a high and crash
Yeah.
by like before the All-Star break.
Yeah. I can
But there's
see
the pros
that
and cons
too.
of playing.
Right.
I would
It
play if I
it
was in that spot.
adds extra innings onto your body, you know, stuff.
I mean, add up what they would have gotten in spring training. 7 games is probably about right if they're
Right.
playing half games.
Right. What else do you want to add?
I hope the pitching can really keep up because, like you said, with Japan, what I've seen, I have watched all 4 of their games. They played 4, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten my days mixed up. They look solid. Lars Nootbaar is scary.
Electric. Wait for the season. Lars Nootbaar is going to be nutty.
You'll be a household name, and even
I
like
mean, he already
some of
is.
the other teams,
He is
it's
in
just
Japan. Like,
in Japan. But I'm talking about back here in the States.
right.
More than just St. Louis and Kevin God.
One of my favorite things that I saw from the Japan team this weekend was that Lars Nootbaar gave the pregame speech.
And he learned the national anthem
That's
in Japanese.
He's so happy to be playing for this team Japan. Like, he could have played for Team USA. Like,
Nah, I don't think so.
but when you get a chance to play for like a Japan like that, and
powerhouse.
and don't get me wrong, he's probably in Shohei's ear like, hey, you'd love it in St. Louis.
A good recruiting tool. Spend 3 weeks with him. 4 weeks with him.
It also shows that the Japanese players, like, yes, like, you've had a lot of great athletes come from Japan over to the States, and now you're seeing a guy from the States come perform for your team, and it'd be like, maybe we go to the States.
Yeah, it's a decision they all have to make if they do have the talent. Like, I believe the guy who started this morning is up for posting the off season.
Yeah, like,
which, if he came to the States, I think he would thrive. That splitter was gross. That fastball had zip to it. That cutter, I've never seen a guy buckle harder on a cutter other than Mariano Rivera.
mm-hmm.
Even though you know it's coming. This Australian buckled so hard I thought he tore his ACL. I just sat there and I'm like, wow.
You want to hear a crazy stat from Team USA?
It.
So, Kyle Schwarber is the only player to homer in every single stage of the playoffs and hit a home run in the World Baseball Classic.
Really?
Yeah, so he's hit one in the wild card, the DSCS World Series, and the WBC now.
Does he have one in the the All-Star game?
That's not a meaningful game though.
No, but it's still like that one is honestly just for my curiosity.
I have no idea, but I was scrolling, I was perusing through TikTok, and I said someone's like, "You want to hear this crazy Kyle Schwarber stat?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to hear this crazy Kyle Schwarber stat."
Why not?
Like, yeah, give it to me.
It's funny.
But I thought
I never even would have thought of that.
That was a cool little tidbit to kind of throw in on this too.
Yeah,
the dude just mashes, and like I said, if they can keep these sticks going, like, you get the Mookies, the Mike Trouts, Jeff McNeil, all your guys that are hitting for average type guys, gotta really see them explode in this. So
yeah, you have to hope. I think they can.
Yeah, it's just pitching.
Especially, I think their struggle yesterday is some of the guys had jitters, and Vance was not throwing very hard. So they were a little off balance. Tonight's a little different. They have an actual major league player throwing against them this time.
Mm.
Mike Trout's very familiar with him.
Oh.
Teammate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun times. So I think they'll get them a little bit more back in the swing of things of it being a normal game, because
I agree.
That Mexican team has a lot of major league players on that roster as well.
Yeah.
You know,
So
a few Rays on there. We'll be watching for fun. Love Randy.
you love to see it. I don't think there's anything else that we need to add. I think
Not
unless
for that recap.
no, watch out for. I want to say the 14th. Probably have another video up recapping pool A and B and today's game. So keep on the lookout for that. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. So if you're looking for some spice and some live content, you can find me, your boy Killing Kane, over on Twitter and YouTube. We will be streaming way more now. Even gonna start pumping my own content out on YouTube. So keep your ears to the ground for that. Day, tell them where they can find you one last time.
On Twitter at Real Day Gaming 1. And then the show's Twitter is the Kane and Day Show.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you liked the video, leave us a thumbs up. It makes us feel really good about ourselves. And if you're listening over on Spotify, go ahead and leave a review for us. Hit us up on Twitter. We want to talk shop with you guys. It's great to always talk sports. Come through to the streams. Day's always chilling in there. I'm always there. And, we do a lot of sports talking on there. So, come through on that. But anyway, I'm Kane and this is Day. And we will talk to you guys next time.